What's up, you guys? I'm coming back at you with another video, man. Hope you guys having a good morning. Hope you're having a good day, man. You know what I'm saying? Good start of your day. God bless, man. Tragic, man, situation, man, going on, man. I don't speak on, people crimes and, people lifestyles and things like that, to single somebody out, man. But I just wanted to speak on this, man, this morning, because I see a lot of these type of people, man, on the forefront of things, on TV and the media. And I'm speaking on this because, our children, see this shit. That's the only reason why I'm speaking on this, man. Now, this person I'm about to speak on, man, briefly, is known by Sidney Favors. That was the name, of this person, before they started calling themselves, a female, not a woman, a female. Now this person is known by the name of Sidney Starr. Now first I'm gonna get into the origin. I'm gonna speak briefly on the origin of this. Y'all, subscribe, like, share the video. Y'all do all that for me. Why you was born a male, born a man, born a boy, born a man, born a male, and you some way, somehow, you want to be a female, and then this type of female that you want to be, is a hoe, a bitch, not a woman by a long shot. None of y'all, I'm gonna say this, man, it is what it is, bro. None of y'all, transsexuals on the women's side, the men that want to be women, y'all motherfuckers will never be women, bro. You'll never be females. You pretending to be a female, you'll never be a woman. You'll never be none of that. With a dick swinging between your damn legs, man, and balls. You'll never be there, bro. I'm just being 100 with you. And, what you're doing is out of ordinance, of the Lord, of God, man. It's an abomination. Real talk. And anybody, that deal with y'all, man, they fucking sinning. Real talk. All this shit sin, bro. Like, if I'm wrong, it is what it is, bro. If I'm saying the wrong doctrine, it is what it is, man. Y'all live in America, man. It's looking like, the Babylonian times. This shit happened, in Sodom and Gomorrah. This type shit. Some do what thou wilt shit. And look what's going on now. But what make a man, born a man, but end up as a female, what makes a man want to be a woman, a female? What makes a male want to be a female? Was you touched when you was a kid? Molested? Was you raped? It wasn't no man inside the house. It was a woman inside the house, and the way that she lived, it turned you on to being a female. She didn't chastise your ass and tell you, that, hey, that's wrong, boys don't do that. Boys don't put on lipstick. Boys don't kiss boys. Boys don't twerk their ass and shake their ass, man. Boys don't put on pantyhose. Boys don't put on pantyhose to imitate a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa for girls wanting to be guys. Y'all ain't left out, what they call dykes. I see that going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I see that going on, you know what I'm saying? And God don't like that neither, man. How can you say you love God and you out of the will of God? How can you say that if you reading that Bible, if you quoting that Bible, if you saying you're a Christian or you been to church? You know what I'm saying? You either Baptist or Christian, man. You know, you Baptist or Methodist or Lutheran or Catholic, whatever denomination that you want to be, whatever gang, whatever set you want to rep, you know, in the religion of Christianity, you know, it's you still out of order, bro. Female, you still out of order, you know what I'm saying? Because you trying to be something that God didn't make you to be. God made you to be a man. God made you to be a woman. It's just that fucking simple. You know? But what had happened to you, that still don't justify, you know what I'm saying, that I was touched, I was raped, I was this, I was that, this was done to me. So I'm gonna put on the lipstick, the lace front, the wig. I'm gonna put on the lipstick, the wig, the dress, the heels, and I'm gonna sashay my ass around, and now I'm a female. You know, but look what happened though. Look what the country doing to you. Look what the country did. The country backed you up in your bullshit, and now, you know what I'm saying, they getting money out your ass for hormone pills. They getting money out your ass, you know what I'm saying, for demonic operations. They getting money out your ass for letting you buy the lipstick, letting you buy the heels, letting you do all that, man. And then they put it on TV, the media, to make it like it's okay. So you jump out and do it too, cause so you a monkey see, monkey do ass bitch. A monkey see, monkey do ass nigga. A monkey see, monkey do ass wiggle. White folks in this too, man. Ain't nobody excluded. Everybody included. You know, this morning. This early morning game, baby. I'm gonna give it to you. You know? But we out of there. So now we're gonna get into, you know, what he did to Chingy. You know what I'm saying? My guy. You know, that I didn't believe from the forefront, you know what I'm saying, that he didn't do anything with this person. You know, but I also seen 50, Lorenz Tate, you know, Ludacris, a bunch of actors, white, black, whatever, that took pictures, you know what I'm saying, with Sidney Starr. And they didn't get crucified for taking a picture with him, you know. But Chingy got crucified, you know, for taking a picture with him. And his career got derailed, you know, bad. You know, he was up and coming. And I felt like that was a setup, you know what I'm saying, on Cuz. That was a setup, you know what I'm saying, to knock him out, because he was bigger than Ludacris. You know, he was bigger than anybody on DTP, from what I seen. You know, he was bigger than everybody out there that Midwest, man. You know what I'm saying? That Midwest, or wherever it is, St. Louis, you know, wherever Chingy was at, man. Like he was repping that. You know what I'm saying? He was on top, man. I believe he was bigger than Nelly, man. At one point, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I believe he was, you know, he was bigger than Nelly at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? But it's just what goes around comes around, man. What goes around comes around. When you do wrong will come back to you. Then this person, you know what I'm saying, went the line and saying, fabricating the story. Like Chingy had interactions with him, you know, off camera. They was dating or whatnot, did some things, you know, lied on him, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, fabricated the story. And everybody went for it. Everybody listening to this video, you went for it. You went for it because Chingy was so big and you was hating and all that right there on the board, you know, that if you was already hating, you believe that he did whatever, you know what I'm saying, because he in the industry, you know, but you didn't believe that Ludacris or 50 Cent or Lorenz Tate or anybody else had anything dealing with this person on the low. They probably did something with Sidney, you know, and it probably ain't coming out, probably never will, because an NDA was signed, a non-disclosure agreement was signed, you know what I'm saying, and if you go against that agreement, your ass getting sued. Those probably was a sign before the activity happened. You got that going on, you know what I'm saying? But it was messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Chingy, man? And I hate that. I really do. You know what I'm saying? I hate that that happened to Chingy, man. That was, you know, really messed up. You know what I'm saying? But he doing shows and things like that, you know what I'm saying? He you know, he staying active. And that's the best thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? And just you know what I'm saying, pray to God, you know what I'm saying, and everything. But the main thing is, man, he consistent. He stayed consistent. He was looking into, you know what I'm saying, spirituality, you know, and strengthening his religion and all like that and stuff like that. Like, everybody seen him as a fall off, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't see that man as a fall off. You know what I'm saying? I seen him going down a different route than what y'all would go. So shout out to Chingy, man. But to add to, you know what I'm saying, to this story, man, like I said, man, what goes around comes around. You know, it caught up with Sidney. Now, you know, we finna get into the meat. You know, we finna get into the, you know what I'm saying, the heat of the moment. What's going on right now? Now, you know, Sidney caught up. Now, this ain't no lie, you know what I'm saying? This is a real, from what I heard, from what I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying, it's a real victim. It ain't no sting shit. It's a real victim, you know, and you caught up in a hotel. The Embassy Suites, you know what I'm saying, what they say, you know? And I don't know how you got in contact with this boy, with this young boy. The boy 15 years old, you know, I mean, not 15. People saying the damn boy 14. People saying the damn boy 13. You know what I'm saying? A fresh 13-year-old. A fresh 13-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? And somebody said that the boy was cornered in the hotel, elevator, and Sidney took the boy to the room and started doing, you know what I'm saying, well, the boy thought that the damn Sidney was a female. All this makeup and all this shit y'all trainers do and cross-dressers do. And it's a young boy, so he probably was confused, you know what I'm saying? Probably was. You know what I'm saying? He a kid. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying, looking like a female or whatnot, probably, you know what I'm saying, that day. And then pulled them inside the room, he trusts you or whatnot, you know. And then you went to doing things to him or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? He 13, he's scared, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then he see that you are a man when you took the clothes off and all that right there. And then he seen, you know what I'm saying, that right there. Like Chingy say, he seen that right there and tried to get the hell out of there. And you held him, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, man, everybody innocent until proven guilty, man. You know, but now, you know what I'm saying, Sidney is held, what they say, without bond. You know, I don't even know if this person got I don't even know if Sidney got a lawyer or what. You know what I'm saying? And then it happened in Georgia. And it happened in Fulton. I mean, you locked up in Fulton County. So you in the county. And then you facing serious felonies. And they might be, you know what I'm saying, class C and up. Because they don't play about these damn minors, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They don't play about these damn minors. The only thing, and then I'm trying to give grace to the situation, bro. I'm trying to give grace just a little bit. Because a lot of people, man, they ain't hearing that shit, you know what I'm saying? If you dealing with a minor or whatnot, you caught up with a minor or whatnot, bro, especially a youngster, man. You know, a kid where you got molestation on the end of it. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, you hit with sodomy. So you tried to enter the damn boy butt. Or he tried to enter you. I don't know what happened, man. But you got sodomy on your name, bro. And nowadays, you know what I'm saying, for that's a life sentence. I seen Cash Out trial, man. Damn, I hate, man, what happened to Cash Out, man. You know, even though, you know what I'm saying, what he got charged with and all that, you know what I'm saying, it was messed up. His mama, his manager and all that. What if they did what they did, it was wrong. But goddamn, man, to get hit with that time, bro. This man got hit with 300 years, man, damn near. You serving 3 life sentences, bro. If you don't get no appeal, man, you gotta live and die, and you still gonna be in prison, bro. God damn, man. And then the way this right here looking for Sidney, you know, I don't know, man. It might be the same. But right now, though, you know, God, you know, visits us, man, when we get caught up in things. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro. You know, all of us made mistakes. All of us made bad decisions. All of us made terrible decisions. All of us made stupid ass decisions. You know, over 40, over 30, over 20, you know what I'm saying? And made a dumb ass decision, bro. We all make them bad decisions. And some decisions we can come back from. And some decisions we can't come back from. You know? But it is tough. I'm gonna tell you something, bro, about this criminal system, bro. No matter who you is, man, when you go to jail or you go to prison or however they want to, you know, distribute you, man. When they say you don't have bail, when they say there's no bond, you get no bond, or the bond is high as hell. The bond is $1 million to get out. The bond is $100,000 to get out. The bond is $5,000 to get out. The bond is $1,500 to get out. You know, that's the bond. And you pay 10% of that, you know what I'm saying, to get out from a bail bondsman. Because you make an agreement with them, you know what I'm saying, to pay them. So some way, somehow, you know what I'm saying, you pay them 10% and there's no worries, you know what I'm saying, you out. You know, but then on top of that, you gotta get a lawyer. You gotta purchase a lawyer. You gotta get a lawyer to help you, you know what I'm saying, get the best deal, or, you know, the best deal, or to lighten up the sentence. You know, or to get you acquitted of the charges, or like I said, to get you a deal, to get you a sweet deal, you know, that you can't turn down so you can have your liberty in society. And when you come out, you know what I'm saying, you obey and you sit your ass down somewhere until your probation up, you know. And then you can, you know what I'm saying, live like you used to, but you gonna have to, you know, tighten up type shit. You know, you can't be doing that type of living no more type shit. Yeah. You know. Or, you know what I'm saying, they can get it dismissed, get it expunged. A lot of things I'm saying right now, man, it's recollecting to some guys that went to jail, that went to prison, that got some things expunged out their record, man, because they had to turn their life around, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm preaching to the congregation this morning, man. This shit get real out here, bro. I'm speaking to the realists right now, to the people who served that time for whatever they did, man. If it was crazy as hell, you know you shouldn't have did that. You know you shouldn't have touched him or her. You know you shouldn't have had, you know, pulled that trigger. I'm not finna get into that, man. But you know not to do that again, man. And when I see these situations like this, I look at myself, man, and I be like, God damn, man, like this is, you know what I'm saying, you can't be out here, man, you know what I'm saying, just willy-nilly. This just talking to myself. You know, you can't be out here, man, making, you know what I'm saying, like just any damn decisions, doing what you want to do. You can't, because you'll end up in a situation like this that you might not be able to get out of, man. It's sad, but damn. Now who's to be held accountable for this? Now, you know what I'm saying, Sidney is on the forefront, you know, and we don't know what the hell the trial gonna come out to be. You know what I'm saying, what they gonna say. We don't know. And I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm saying, what Sidney gonna get hit with. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? All I can say is, even though this person was living, you know, a demonic life, you know, I still, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, hope that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord turn this person around. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord turn all y'all transsexuals around. That's just real talk, man. Because y'all out of the will of God, man. That's all y'all. The LGBT community, all that shit. All y'all are out of the will of God, man. Just because somebody touched y'all or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, and all that, you know what I'm saying, it ain't right, man. It's not right. It ain't nowhere in the Bible where the Lord said it was fine for a man to be a woman. It was a damn abomination for a man to put on women's clothes. You know? But Prince did it. What's his name? Damn, what's bruh name, man? Kevin Hart. When he went on Saturday Night Live, you know what I'm saying, to, I think it was a humiliation ritual, whatever they do, you know, and he had to put on the dress and shit. And now he everywhere, you know what I'm saying? These folks do everything, these folks do anything to sell out, man, to make their money in Hollywood. Oops, my bad. Hollyweird. If it's like that shit, I ain't got no love for Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Let me hang out in Hollywood. Let me hang out in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, with the Bloods and the Crips and all that. I'd rather hang with them than to be in Hollywood, giving up my damn manhood and all that to put on the damn dress and sashay around on lame ass Saturday Night Live with some damn white folks that hate me, so they gonna put me in a damn dress and laugh at me. You know, hell no, bro, fuck that. They can keep that money. You know, but man, but now look at Sidney. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like a girl no more. Look like Big Meech to me. You know, look like Carmelo Anthony. Look like Carmelo Anthony to me now. You know, look like somebody named Sebastian right about now. You know, you ain't dolled up now. You ain't made up now. That's how your ass finna, you know what I'm saying? That's how your ass gonna be looking in the courtroom, you know, in front of everybody. So you was putting on, you know what I'm saying, you was on the VH1 and all these networks, and I'm a bad bitch, and I'm this, and I'm that. I'm a go-go dancer. I'm this, I'm that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I dated Chingy. Chingy did this for me. Chingy paid for this. Chingy paid for that. You know, and now look at you, man. Now look at you. Because, man, ain't nobody out here to check y'all niggas, man. Ain't nobody in y'all circle to tell y'all, man, hey, man, you out of will of God, bro. God don't like that, bro. Y'all ain't got nobody in y'all circle, man, to tell y'all, man. And I'm pretty sure it's some people that's related to Sidney, man, that fucking go to church every Sunday, bro. Well, now y'all cousin, man, is facing felonies, bro. And y'all ain't did nothing to help this damn person, bro, turn their life around. And y'all go to church, man. So who the real criminals? You know? Who the real demons, man, in this situation? Look at yourself in the mirror, man. You go to church every Sunday, bro, and you watch you watch your cousin, you watch your brother, you watch your dad, you watch you watch everybody, man, just go to hell, man. You just watch them, and you can call these folks and talk to them, and y'all on good terms. And you won't go over their house, man, and bring the cross of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying, to their house, man. You know, and perform a verbal exorcism, you know what I'm saying, to them. To get this shit up out of them, bro. Hey, man, if you don't change your life, bro, you know what I'm saying, man, I can't deal with you, man, if you don't do this. You know? I ain't finna say no names, you know what I'm saying, but there's some people, you know what I'm saying, that's around my intermediate family, man. You know, cousins and things, you know what I'm saying. It's everywhere, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't had no conversations, you know what I'm saying, with these people yet. You know, you coming around my kids, you know. I mean, they ain't brought their girlfriend, like, it's a girls, you know, and they over 18, you know what I'm saying, they living their life and shit, but they come around my kids, you know what I'm saying, you know, by themselves, and they females, but y'all bodies and things built like goddamn boys. So it make me think that, hey, damn, you know what I'm saying, do y'all talk to y'all like girls? Y'all like boys? Like what's going on? Because I don't teach that around my kids. And plus, I go to bed with their mom. You know? So, what type of lifestyle y'all living? And I put that on the forefront in front of my kids. You know, and ask them, hey, you know what I'm saying, what y'all like? You know? Because I'm not pushing it in my household. You know? If I'm with their mom and I go to bed with their mom every night, you know, and I had y'all kids, I had my kids with a woman, not a man, that would mean that I would want y'all to be with the opposite sex, not the same sex. And I don't care if he dog your ass out or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? God would deal with him. And you know what I'm saying, God will deal with you, and I'm gonna deal with you, and I'm gonna deal with him. You know, depending on where y'all in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know? But no, you know what I'm saying, this ain't happening, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, this out of the will of God. And it's out of the will of nature. Last but not least, if you don't believe in God, you know what I'm saying? Nature is God. And nature is not okay with this shit that y'all doing. I'd rather deal with my woman, man. My woman can disrespect me. She can hate me. She can, you know, call me out my name. You know what I'm saying? She can, you know what I'm saying, try to beat my ass. Try to, you know, cheat. Do all this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather still deal with her than to be gay. To lay down with a man. I'd rather let women, you know what I'm saying, disrespect me for the rest of my goddamn life. I'd rather be a simp. I'd rather be a simp ass dude. Like some of y'all black boys and some of y'all white boys. I'd rather be like some of y'all. I'd rather be y'all than to, you know what I'm saying, go to bed with a man, bro. Or sell myself, bro, for a couple dollars to come up or whatever the case may be, man. I'll put on a dress, bro, and some lipstick, and look like this nigga right here. Called Sidney Favors. You know what I'm saying? Done said you done did this with Chingy and did that with him, and you caught up with a goddamn real goddamn 14-year-old. This ain't even no sting shit, no communication over the phone shit, you know, no victim shit. This is a real goddamn person, man, that you tried to get. What they say. You know what I mean? But all I can say, man, is just, man, y'all pray to God, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pray, you know what I'm saying? Pray for the, you know what I'm saying? Pray for this person, man. You know, pray for the 14-year-old, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not God, because I ain't got no hell to put these folks in here, bro. You know, I ain't got no hell or no heaven to put you in, man. So what I'm going to do is, if I don't rock with you, you know what I'm saying, I ain't going to deal with you. You know what I mean? And your lifestyle, however you live, man, if it's out of my will, if it's out of God's will, if it's out of my will, and if it's out the Lord's will, you would not be around my children, man. Because that ain't what I'm pushing on my kids. Now, if I wore dresses and I wore heels and if I was a strong black man during the daytime and I was a hoe ass nigga at night or a bitch at night, then yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'd be okay, you know what I'm saying, with my son doing that. But hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I don't live that way, bro. I swing iron in the morning with guys. I pick up iron and hurt my back doing this shit on the job, man. You know? And I may make a video on it, you know, but I swing iron during the daytime, pick up iron during the daytime with men, and at nighttime, I put my pipe on the wife. I put my pipe on my woman. You dig me? So yeah, man, that's gonna bring an end to the video, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, man. Much love to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all just pray. You know what I'm saying? Y'all pray for the best, man. You know what I'm saying? Out this situation, to pray for these people, man, to change their lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not good, man, to live that way, bro. I'm just saying, man. It's not. You know, but y'all, you know what I'm saying, pray for the situation, man. Pray, you know what I'm saying, for yourself. Pray for anybody in your family that's living this type of lifestyle, bro. It's dangerous, man. You know what I mean? But that's gonna bring an end to the video, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you and your families, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace.